Comunitatea de studenți de la Facultatea de Teologie Justinian Patriarhul din București s-a putut bucura recent de prezența scriitorului Klaus Kenneth, autor al volumului 2 milioane de kilometri în căutarea adevărului. Botezat ortodox în urmă cu peste 40 de ani, acesta a venit în țară la noi să le vorbească tinerilor despre convertirea sa și despre cum l-a cunoscut pe Sfântul Cuvios Sofronie Saharov, întemeietorul mănăstirii Sfântul Ioan Botezătorul din Essex, Anglia. După o călătorie spirituală prin peste 20 de țări și multiple experiențe religioase, Klaus Kenneth și-a găsit liniștea în ortodoxie, îndrumat fiind de părintele Sofronie, un chip al dragostei și al adevărului desăvârșit. Autorul vorbește și astăzi, cu multă durere, la vârsta de peste 80 de ani, despre viața cruntă pe care a adus-o când era copil, dar și despre renașterea sa în Hristos.
So Klaus, welcome to Bucharest, welcome to Trinitas TV. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Thank you for having me. It's a risk to take me, you never know.
I saw that and I know it's a risk.
Anyway, you took the
but
risk.
But I like the risk.
I thank you, yes.
Okay. Forgive me if I start with the beginning of your life. I know it was so hard, but I want to ask you for the first time, how important do you think is the family in the spiritual settlement
Yes.
of a person?
Yes. It's a very clear answer. The family, I consider like in an atom. It's the nucleus, it's the center of the society.
Yes.
So if the family is, it's an atomic bomb exploding, and that's what we see in Western Europe now. That's why your question is very important, because the family, father, mother, children, is the nucleus, the center of a society and of a whole country. So I think they know that when they destroy the family, they destroy everything.
Everything.
Highly, it's by God blessed. God gave this family men, women, and children. Yes. Thank you for that question.
And when the family isn't complete, is the same?
No, it's not the same anymore. So, of course, I didn't have a father. He was divorced, so I know what it means. Until today, I'm now 80 years old, I don't know what it does mean to have a father, because I never had one. So I think even if they're in divorce, they keep relations though, but I think it's not the same. It's not healthy anymore. When the family is not healthy, then something is missing. Okay, God is a professional good maker. He always intervenes and can make something good out of it, so he can heal also. He healed me also. Of course, with God it's possible, but as a system, if it's something is broken, it's broken. Yes.
Do you think if you had a father,
Yes.
Your life would be different?
Well, if the father would be normal, if the father would be beating the children or be alcoholic, you know, in Romania how is so much violence in families also. The father beating the mother and so this kind of stuff. Of course, then it's useless anyway. Then it's better to have no father. When I met my father later, and I saw, he lived in Stuttgart in Germany, so when I saw how he was a monument of egoism, and I spoke to him, he would not even listen. He just know, I, myself, Mr. Me, that was my father. So it's maybe better to have no father than such a father. I don't know.
I'm impressed that at your age you remember some kind of details from your childhood. You didn't forget it.
Yes, many. I have many things like that.
And it affects you? It affects you?
Very much so, yes.
Still?
Yes. I remember I was scared of my mother when she looked at me. She had eyes. I was scared of this woman. And she admitted me once that she was close to kill me even, my mother. I don't know, she was an opera star, she was famous, she had a lot of money, but she had no love for me. That's one thing I never forget, the fear when my mother looked at me. I wanted to be disappeared, not to avoid that look. I remember that I have two brothers. When I was disobedient, they took me on the ground, one stretched out, holding my hands, my other brother my feet, and my mother with a metal stick beat me, and it was bleeding sometimes, you see. It was not common, but unforgettable. I was always beaten. And because I didn't have love, I was disobedient. When you have love, you follow.
Yes.
So, of course, that was, I would say, hell, hell, hell. I cannot remember a single moment up to 22 years where I have been happy. Up to 15 years, first of all. And with 12, 13 years, I made a gang, a street gang, and we had wars between the gangs even. And blood was flowing with stones and beating each other, the two groups. So I had problems with the police, unforgettable. With 12, 13 years, you end up in the police station. And then when it was too much for everybody, my mother got the offer of this Roman Catholic priest. He would take care of me. And that was the moment when I went from hell to next hell, without knowing it at the beginning, but it was worse.
To the bottom of
that
hell.
was worse, yes.
Yes. What was the worst thing? That your mother was treating you like that, or the fact that she abandoned you?
When she abandoned me, I was happy. I said, I'm rid of her now. And by the way, when she died, I was, hallelujah, finally this person is gone. Breaking my life, all the life. So I was happy when she was dead. That was, it was like I felt free now. Amazingly, because I've been in Australia, you cannot be further away. When she died, nowhere be further away possible. And I got a fax or something. My other brother said she died. I said, after all, happy. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what, it was in the 90s, somehow in the 1990s, so I can't remember. Yes, yes. She was a poor woman.
Do you think so?
Yes, because she was a brilliant star, opera singer. She had a lot of money. She was applauded by Hitler came and Goebbels to listen when she was singing. Maybe she was happy at that time. Maybe when all the theaters were bombed in Germany and she was with me and two brothers, maybe she lost control or something. And certainly she was looking, but she was not happy. I think I never felt love. I never felt that she is interested in me. No, never.
What do you think it was the explanation of that?
Maybe her life was so ruined with my father. She must have been terribly frustrated with my father. He was an egoist, but as I say, he must have gone when I was a very small kid. And I think my mother must have been suffered from this guy. And she couldn't be a star anymore in 1945 when I was born, and because she couldn't sing anymore. And she must have been looking for something to keep her up, and so she entered the Catholic Church. She became a Catholic person, and I found always, you know, the word begot is you are like a fake. I think her search was real. I think her search was real.
She was searching for the help.
Yes, and at a certain moment before I went to that priest, she took me to the church and said, Klaus, I cannot be your mother anymore, which I was happy, of course. I give you in the mother of God. She should be your mother now. So subconsciously, I think she did the right thing, subconsciously, to give me to the mother of God. And Of course, at that moment, the Catholic priest who violated me answered, "Not the Mother of God." I don't understand that. But when I met Mother Teresa in Calcutta, we have been friends also, and when she told me about the Mother of God, that to try with the Mother of God, she will protect me. She said, in with handlights, every man has an M. In every hand is an M. Maria, she said, Mother Teresa, yes, you see that? Here, zack, 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 zack. Every hand has an M, she said. And so, in the beginning of suffering, my mother gave me to the Mother of God. In the middle, I met Mother Teresa. I was not Christian yet. I was still on my way from Hinduism to Buddhism. And when I survived 25 times death, Father Sophroni said, "Klaus, the Mother of God saved you 25 times from death." You see, beginning, middle, and somewhere. I see that now. I didn't understand at that time. So the Mother of God is very special. It's very special.
Did your real mother knew the life that you had with the priest?
No, no.
No? Never?
When I told my mother, I was 7 years with that priest,
Yes.
7 years. When I told her, you know how she reacted? She said, "Klaus, you lie. He's a Catholic priest, he cannot lie."
Yes. I understand. Okay, it's okay. I'm sorry.
But that was real hell. But she didn't believe me.
Does it hurt you even now?
I don't know, just all of a sudden you... Yes, yes. So family, now I have a family. I don't have kids, but I have a wife, and her family from my wife's side, it is, it's nice to have a family now. But somehow, around Father Sophroni in Essex is a bit my family now, you see. Yeah.
Father Sophroni gave you the love that you...
He knew that I was without love. He gave me, when we were together, he put his arm around me sometimes come to my room for 2 hours sometimes. And I think he must have a sort of syringe filling with the love.
With love.
He had. And this love I have now. I can give it to everybody. And the more I give, the more I get back. It's amazing. Yeah, yeah. So I was recompensed. I was really hurt. I was not healed from that. That was really... Father Sophroni was the second greatest gift in my life. The greatest gift was Christ speaking to me, of course. That's unbeatable. But Father Sophroni was the second greatest gift in my life, yes.
You wouldn't met that feeling.
See, I would not sit here if I had a normal family. So God allowed that I had to go through hell and hell and hell and hell for 36 years. So you can ask, why does God allow that? But Father Sophroni, I told him once, I said, Father Sophroni, do you have why? You know,
yes,
why does God allow that? And he said, Klaus, the answer is very simple. Just switch out the why. Why does God? No, God allows, not why does he? Because when you say why, you accuse God. All your whys is always accusing. Take out the why, say God allowed it. And then he said, you are the answer. How do you act? How do you react to this why? To this fact without the why? See? And it was very wise, because now, since I met Father Sophroni, I don't have any whys anymore. I mean, not take out the why. This is the rest. It's true. Why is war in Ukraine and Russia? Not why. There is war. Not why. There is war. How do I react? Okay, I can pray. I can give money. I can. What do you know? What is my possibilities? That's the answer. Not why. Why is an accusation? So okay. Yes, that was very nice. All these little words Father Sophroni said. You know.
So you had many whys, and your reaction of the miserable life was so big and so important in your first part of your life, isn't
Yes.
it? Can you describe the feelings and the moments that you lived in your first part of the life?
Very clearly, I know I had two reactions. The first one was destroy what destroys you, violence. There is a famous gang in Germany, Baader-Meinhof gang. They killed politicians. They were very researched by the police. So I joined them to kill everybody, the society, because nobody, not the police, not the priest, not the church, everybody was hurting. So that was one thing. On the other hand, I suffered because I knew there must be love somewhere. Where can I find love, life, sense of life? So I had these double ways. So I came out from this priest when I finished high school to go to university. And there was the leader of this Andreas Baader with this gang.
Yes.
And I joined them, but they were violent. And I had violence myself. I said, this cannot be the way. So how can I destroy people? How can I find love? Because during these 7 years with the priest, I wanted to commit suicide also, because the loneliness, I was so lonely. You imagine, you see, you come out from 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock night, you stay in the bed with this priest until 3 in the morning. And then you go to school at 7:30 in the morning, and I fell asleep. At 1960s, the teachers were beating you because I was sleepy. And the school guys, my classmates, were mocking me. Klaus, you see, it was double suffering. So I wanted just to hate these people and just, how can I destroy these people? And so that came later, that phase came then when I was in India, to gain power over the brain of the people, to destroy their souls. That's what I did. But on the other hand, where can I find love? Where can I find inner peace? So that was a double way. And that's why I was trying maybe in psychology, maybe I make an analysis. I go to the therapist or something. I did that.
Many people do that today.
Yes. I think it's a part of medicine. To a certain extent, I think it's helpful to make clear, but it does not transform us. It's in the brain, and you explain and explain, and in the end I said to the therapist, so, because I didn't have education, I spoke like that. I don't want exploitation. I need respect and love. So I stopped after 1 year, 2 semesters. I stopped that, and then I thought, can I find an answer in philosophy? You know, Nietzsche, God is dead, wonderful, God is dead. Sartre, French, Jean-Paul Sartre, the hell are the others. And I think he's right. Orthodox, the hell are we? Orthodox. But in philosophy, you see, they still look, hell are the others. And so I thought, these people are all right. So I was in university in Hamburg, and it was easy in the 1968, 69, to make money at the time, to make money and travel. So from that time on, I said, let me look in another religion, maybe I find somewhere God. And that's when my studies for gymnasium teacher, language teacher, went down and down and down, and said, what's the use of having money? I don't know the sense of life. Let me first look why I am on this planet. Is there a sense? And then I started traveling. Yes.
So you were traveling around the world, around the
12 years.
religions, many religions
All of
you
them.
have known.
All of them, the famous one, not, of course. Not.
In searching for the truth, for the
Yes.
love.
Yes.
Can you tell us some words of what you lived with all the religions?
I found power over the people by meditation, by spiritualizing their energies to kill the people's hearts, and that's what I did. I was a guru is a religious teacher. It's like in Israel, the Pharisees, I don't teach as gurus. There's nothing wrong in the word. So I became a guru, and when the people came, especially Europeans, and when I went to the discotheques in Ibiza, in Europe, in Sweden, wherever, I could play my powers with the energies of the Hindu gods and destroy the hearts and bring them to Satan. That was my main, but I was empty anyway, I didn't have love.
I don't want to glorify your past.
No, certainly not.
No, and that book, you were allowed to write it, to publish it after you understand very well what orthodoxy means, and Father Sophroni wants for you to speak to the people most of the orthodoxy and
yes.
what it means orthodoxy for you, and
yes.
how did you discover it, and not to glorify your past. And I'm trying to do that too, but your past is so present in the hearts and in the lives of many people today.
Yes.
We are living in a world of idolatry. The girls want to look like an idol, a beauty idol. The boys want to influence. So what do you think about all the experience about idolatry, about all the ways from today to express themselves?
World, as the Bible says, the world is a huge propaganda machine to draw the attention of our five senses to the world. Smelling, seeing, hearing, listening, and touching. Television, politics, everything in this world, radio, newspapers, is one big machine to take people to the world. And that's why the world has only one aim: to brainwash every newborn to follow the world. And that's why they crucify Christ constantly, talk bad about the church. When they found a scandal in the church, there are scandals, of course. So they make it big to destroy the church. In newspapers, in wherever, yes. So the only aim is to take the attention to the people. So how can they know God? Whereas in Christianity, we direct the thoughts to Christ. So we make us full and not empty. And one very important thing I want to say, even teaching on the television, I will licks me, but if we don't control our thoughts, we are controlled by the world. There's nothing in between. Either we control or we are controlled. And to see the attraction of course Satan is attractive. I mean, alcohol is promoting fun. Sex is wonderful, isn't it? They tell you that. And so they misuse that all the time. So if the people do not know real love, they cannot compare. So they believe the world. They believe the advertising on television. They believe all these lies. How can they know? This is the problem. So when the father and the mother and the grandmother very often has some rest of faith, of Orthodox faith, they can transfer it to the kids, to warn them, to show them. But unfortunately, many of these parents, they do it with force. You must go to church, you must. They hit on your head, they brainwash you also. So the kids say, they don't feel the love, they feel a law again. And then they run away also, you see. So it's a very delicate thing. And that's why I'm here today, because I think the world needs models, not teachings.
Not idols.
Yes.
Not influencer.
Because my model was Saint Sophroni. I had a model. When I saw in Calcutta with Hinduism, I saw Mother Teresa. She was a model of simplicity and of love. So if we teach, nobody wants to be lectured, people want to be loved. That's the point, you see. And Father Sophroni said to me once, Klaus, we spoke French with him, I warn you from theologians who have a bibliothèque in their head and not Christ in their heart. So I think what convinces me to orthodoxy, why I am Orthodox, and what orthodoxy means is something personal. You meet a person. So Father Sophrony, all the time, was my servant, not my master. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? For 10 years, from 93 from 83 to 93 about, he was all the time my servant. And I understood Christ is our servant, you see? He came down. He did not need to come down to serve us because we could not reach to him. Serving us means Christ came down, he tames us with love, so we trust him, we give him a hand, then he takes him up to him. Father Sophrony did exactly the same with me. He came on my level, because I didn't know anything about orthodoxy, nothing. So Father Sophrony became me. And then I felt understood, because he understood me. If he would have lectured me, you must pass, you must post, you must do the, I would not be Orthodox today. The law is important, but comes later. First is the love. So and that's what I'm doing now. That means model. Christ is the model, Sophrony was the model, Mother Teresa was the model. I try to be a model for the people.
So models of love.
A model, yeah, of course, of love, yes. Because they look at me. I was teacher, and in the end I finished my university, I was school teacher. They look at you. They know if you're fake, if you're making a show. They know it very well. So we cannot play, I'm an Orthodox, hallelujah. They see that immediately, they feel that. And when you love them, they feel it also. And that was the teaching, the greatest teaching of Father Sophrony for me all the time, during these 10 years. And now Father Zacharias is the same, of course. That's what, orthodoxy is something personal, it's not a system. A system, that's what I call politic and power and some things. And he turned it over, Christ, he turned the pyramid over. And in this moment, Christ is the first place down, is humility, is love, and not teaching and all the other stuff. And that's what touches hearts of people. So I want to reach the hearts of the people and not give them some feeling in the brain. You must believe that, you must believe that. That has always been war, religious war. That's the aquarium. I'm right, you're wrong, but the fish takes out, and then you have the sharks. The sharks is in the Atlantic. Pornography for young people now, alcohol, these are the sharks. You will not survive. But with Christ we survive. And when somebody can talk about authentically that what it means to be saved. Everybody, I want to be saved. Yeah, what does it mean for you to be saved? Blah, blah, blah. But when you're really saved, you can speak with conviction and give the love to the young generations, to these young people.
So you were saved by God many times in your life.
Yes. With loud voice he spoke to me. He said to me, come, I have forgiven you everything. So I knew I must not be punished in Islam. I must not be punished in reincarnation. In Buddhism, reincarnation is punishing. I must not be punished all the time. That's something like forgiveness. What a bomb. That was one thing. I was so scared. And then he spoke second time. Don't be afraid, because I was afraid of life, afraid of death. Don't be afraid. In my name, you will always be stronger. When I heard that sentence, I mean, there was the presence of love, but it was a deal. I said, well, my goodness, I will always be stronger. Wow, I always wanted to be strong. Everybody wants to be strong, isn't it? Because life is a challenge, constant challenge. We lose. And he said, I will always be stronger. So that's I accept. That's when I became Christian, because I accepted Christ. And then I understood, of course, in the course of time, what is this bread and wine is, I cannot take it when I don't confess my egoism, my self-love. So I must destroy the old Klaus, first of all, in the confession. And the confession is, for me, the church, for me, now is the hospital. The priests, they are not in white with the doctors, but they are in black, but they are the priests. And the communion is the medicine. And in a very practical way. Because of course, still now, this Klaus sitting here has still sexual attacks. Still has alcohol attacks, money attacks. I'm not different from other people. But now he told me, in my name you will be stronger. So I have a prayer robe, but I didn't put it on this morning. And I call Gospel, Nomne Iisuse Christoase, Fiul Dumnezeu, miluiește-mi, miluiește pe mine. It's a person. And as long, that's why Father Sophrony told me, Klaus, go to the Orthodox, don't go too much to the Protestants and Catholics, because they have made orthodoxy a religion. But orthodoxy is a revelation. God reveals in your heart. And if God reveals in my heart, I have love for Buddhists, I have love for Muslims, I have love for LGBT. God loves the sinner, but not the sin, of course. That is the difference. When you have revelation, you don't judge anymore, you judge yourself. So orthodoxy is, and orthodoxy has become in Romania, in Greece, in many countries, culture, routine, tradition, no more Christ. Some exceptions, of course. So, and that's wrong. I must do the post, I must do this. No. St. Paul says, not the law. The law is okay. It's like garniture around,
Yes.
We needed it. But the point is, Christ did not call us to go to church. He calls us, come to me, not go to. Christ said, you must go to church. He will not tell you, put a Sunday dress or something beautiful when you go to church. Christ said, come to me. And that's what the people forget. They go to church to fulfill a duty. I go to church because I love Christ, because he's my friend. It's a privilege and not a must, you see. How many Orthodox are, I call them submarine Christians. Submarine, they turn out twice a year, on Christmas and Easter they go to church and then they disappear again. This is submarine Christians, you see. Christ doesn't like this. He likes these people, of course, but he wants them, come to me.
How did you meet Father Sophrony?
I smashed him on a zebra crossing with my car almost. I almost killed him.
Yes.
Yeah. God is very funny how he's doing things. He was translating the book of, for me it's the best book after the Bible, Saint Silouan from Mount Athos, his main book of Father Sophrony. He was translating it in French. That's why he was in Lausanne. And with Father Simeon, a Swiss monk, to translate the book. He was going to his office and I came with my car, and that's how I met orthodoxy. And when I saw his face, I have seen all these gurus. I've seen all these gurus in India. They have all beards also. They look similar, but you can see that they are masks, because most of them are after money and sex and power. Yeah,
they have limits.
And when I saw Father Sophrony's face, he had also the beard, you see. So I saw his eyes. And I thought, that's love. But Father Sophrony's eyes, he must have suffered the hell of love to have such a view. That was, when they asked me, how was Father Sophrony? I would say he was love made visible, touchable, palpable. I saw, somehow I had this spirituality in me from before, used negative to destroy people, but the sensitivity let me discover that Saint Sophrony, Saint Father Sophrony was my friend, that he has something which others don't have. And I think, wow.
The saints are our friends too.
Yes, that's why. When you meet a saint, I had a double experience. One, somehow you feel, because you feel their love, how much self-love I have, so you get shame. you feel shame. I felt shame. When you see a saint, you experience a saint, you have, on one hand you see how mean, how unholy we are, but the other side is that even in this unholiness, the saint gives us love. This is amazing. So he tells you, go this path, go this path, go this path, and you will end up in love. Our happiness or our unhappiness is determined by our thoughts, not by Trump or politicians like this.
Yes.
If we know
Or
these things, then our life changes. But it's only theory, it doesn't work. It must become love. It must become personal. It's like a packet of cigarettes. On every cigarette of cigarette, smoking kills. Everybody knows, but they continue smoking because it's not personal. Every Bible verse, God is love for a Bible. Everybody knows it's right, but it doesn't touch them. It's not personal. The moment religion becomes a revelation, as Christ reveals, the whole Bible becomes a personal book. It's not a book of law, it's a personal book. And then change starts.
It takes effort to change the heart.
You cannot even without God. He says, you can do nothing without me.
So you have the privilege to meet Father Sophrony, to live around him. And I want to ask you, did you feel that he's a saint?
No, I feel he's a friend. Until his death, until today, he's a friend. He was always a friend. I saw a liturgy with Father Sophrony. You are in heaven with him. He grabs you, and by his spirit, when he says, we represent the cherubims, let us sing, with the entrance, all these words. Let's pray for the peace of the world. Let's pray for those who govern us.
It's personal and real.
Yeah, and then I'm part of this liturgy. All this I learned with Father Sophrony, you see, just by being with him, just seeing him.
You searched through the darkness corners from all over the world, and you smashed your body and your soul looking for the truth. There was a long way for you. What took you so long?
36 years.
Yes, what took you so long? Why and why?
Because I was so deeply hurt that Christianity was so out of question. 7 years hell every day. That was so deeply hurt that I just had to test the other religions by experience, not by book knowledge. Not by book knowledge, because in book knowledge everything is okay. Every sect will tell you in book knowledge how good they are. So I wanted to try things. I had to try things. That's why it took a long time. I'd always go to the limit, to the limit, to the limit, to the death. I survived 25 times death. To go always, that's why it took so long, I think.
So love was the true transformation in your life.
Yes.
What did you do afterwards, after you met love?
I could not shut my mouth anymore. And that's still today. Even on the plane, I came from Cluj this morning. The guy next to me, he will buy my book now, sitting next to me. I just cannot shut up anymore because it is so great, so wonderful, really. I feel I'm the happiest man of Europe. I don't know, don't compare, but I am since this moment so happy that I just have to pass it on with words, but with my being, so people can test me. It's not words only. So, and the first thing was, of course, as Christ has forgiven me, that I could forgive that priest. I went to a Catholic church in Germany, it was Germany, and Sunday after the Holy the Catholic Mass, I went to the sacristy and I went to that priest. He thought I come with police. I just gave him my hand. I've forgiven you everything. That's his business, the rest. But I was free from that moment on. I forgave my mother. I found my father in Stuttgart in Germany. I forgave everybody, and that made me free. And I think that's many people should know. No matter how deeply hurt some people is, if we don't forgive, we will never have freedom. Psychological, you cannot forgive such a beast like that priest. But with Christ, you can do nothing without me.
How?
With Christ, I could forgive him.
How? The forgiveness is a path so hard, so long.
You cannot do it without God. That's why Christ is always revelation, revelation, not religion, not revelation. Reveal, God is revealed. You accept him, I knock at the door, you open, he comes in, then you can do it. Otherwise you will go to 20 years to psychologist, you will not forgive. You will not forgive. I don't forget, of course, you see, I almost cried before, but I forgave, I'm free. This is the point. And you cannot do without Christ. And he said you can do nothing without me. This is the point. So this very, very point always, please don't think that Orthodoxy is a religion. Orthodoxy is revelation. And if Christ does not reveal in your heart, you're still on the way to meet him. Person, personal. Not system, not religion, no aquarium. It does not work otherwise. Okay, I had to suffer a lot to reach that point. But if you invite him, you say to him, Jesus, come in my heart, and you mean it, he's just waiting for that moment, for every human being.
It's the difficult part of the Orthodoxy.
Yes, yes.
Does God speaks to you in this part of your life?
All the time, but not loud voice. And now even today, sometimes, yes, he gives me, for certain things, clear information. Not always, because people might be jealous. Why not to me?
Yes,
So,
and the young people wants to be convinced.
Yes, so he will not speak. It is something, when let's say you have a question, and you say, God, tell me what to do. Shall I marry this girl or shall I marry this girl? For such things, you see. I think if God is silent, I think God, we are created in the image and likeness of God. So I gave you the possibility to make the choice.
Yes.
Between day and night, within this girl, or this studies or this studies in university for these questions. And if it's wrong, God is a professional good maker. Of every wrong, he makes something positive for your life. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. So he wants us sometimes to make mistakes. But the more we learn to pray, the more clear things come. And that's why I would say to the young people and to all these Orthodox people now who are, let's say, routine and tradition, but not revelation, take the prayer book. Orthodox prayer book is the same in German, in Serbian, it's in all languages. Before communion, after communion, before evening, morning prayer, evening, they're all the same. So learn to pray this, but mean what you say. Don't just like a parrot. Mean when you say it, and it will take you a lifetime that these words become flesh in you. And then you have constantly the guidance by Christ speaking to you, but not with word, but with prayer. These prayers are God's words. The Bible are God's words, so he speaks to us.
This is the question of the mothers today. How do I manage to make my child to stay in a church, to listen to God's words?
Yes. The answer is very simple but very difficult to reach, by love. If a mother loves her children, and not by education with, again, power, with pressure from up, by force. But if the mother has true love, she will educate and give education in a way when the child goes to school and meets people who swear, in school, bad words. That's when they meet the world, of course, and then later, when they come to the age of sexuality and get the temptations from telephone, all these, the world is full now. Then the mother, she cannot forbid go out this aquarium to protect the kids. That's wrong. So she must kids out in this world. So she has warned her before, during the time, to give them what the world really is, together with the church, of course, but not, yes, go, but be warned. And if you fall, I will take you back like Christ anytime. But I cannot force not to go out. That's aquarium. That doesn't work.
Like the deal you have with God?
Yes, to me, and yes, I had a deal with Jesus. If you're risen from the dead, they say Adevarat, Ainviat. That means really he's risen. So that was my deal. If you are really risen, that means you are alive. If you are alive, I can speak to you. So otherwise you're dead. So if you speak to me, I will believe you, otherwise I don't believe you. And that's why Christ spoke to me in these two situations. So he was faithful to his deal, because he is alive, so he spoke. And that's why I'm convinced now. And that's wonderful, you see. And I think if any other who's listening or doing that on television now, make a deal with Christ. Tell me, manifest. I have doubt. In the Bible it says, help my doubt to diminish, help my faith to grow. Speak. Pray. It means pray means say the truth. Don't find nice words and hallelujah. Just say the truth to Jesus. I have a problem with that, I have a problem with that, I have a problem with faith even, a problem with you. Can you help me? I say, God is just waiting for that moment. Because he wants you to learn love. He wants you be, not as a moral, not with ethic problems or something. As I say, it will not tell you go to church. He'll come to me. So go to him and make a deal with him. Just in honest words, with your own words. This is what makes orthodoxy really personal.
So prayer is the perfect language with God and with the others.
Yes, of course, with the others. The same. Just be honest. Yes, no mask. They wear masks enough in the world. Everybody's wearing these masks. How stupid, but that's the world.
You wrote this book a few years ago. Is there anything to add today?
Yes, my wonderful life my life just with Father Sophrony. There's very little about Father Sophrony. It was just at the end that I was with Father Sophrony. Now I started to write another book about just my life with Father Sophrony. And I'm looking forward to write that. It will be different because Father Zacharias Zacharu, who was with Father Sophrony for longer and much more intensive, he, from just some chapters of Father Sophrony's book, he makes a new book. He has written 20 books already. So Father Zacharias with Father Sophrony was more, let's say, on a theological, very deep, of course, level. So deep is Father Sophrony. Whereas my approach is charismatic, you see, because I have this life with him, this love with him, this meeting with him, and it's not theological. I'm not a theologian, you see. So my book will be different, but it's my style. Yeah. So I'm looking, that's what I add to that book, yes.
And your life is improved. It's very important to say to the audience, your life is improved.
Yes, of course.
You are married.
I'm married
right
since in Christmas now, next Christmas, 26 years married, 27 years together, with a beautiful, beautiful angel. It's not so easy to live with an angel, because angels see every mistake, and they're still self-loving.
But don't judge it.
The women judge it a bit more than angels. The women judge a bit more. Something is nice, you see. God knows everything. Google knows almost everything. My wife knows everything better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah. Or another one, because that's about Father Sophrony. When Father Sophrony, like Christ emptied himself to become man, Father Sophrony emptied himself to become Klaus. So I'm emptying myself. So I say, when you meet people in Orthodox, don't judge them, don't lecture them. empty yourself and listen to what the other tells you, not what you want to tell him, because that's two monologues. That's not a dialogue. So become like Socrates. I know that I know nothing. And there's a nice, somebody asks Socrates, how do you know that you know nothing? My wife told me. So I'm happy. When people ask me, you have been around the world. Where's the nicest place?
2 million kilometers.
Yes, now it's 5 million. I think about 5 million now. With Christ. That was without Christ. The most beautiful place I've ever met is the Holy Liturgy. Is no joke. And it's no joke at home. It could be in China, it could be in a village. A liturgy is that place where I feel really at home. And that's so great for me to have that.
It is possible after tragedy to have...
Look at me. Look at me. Oh, happiest man in Europe, I don't know, but I'm just happy, tired also, because traveling. Of course, I'm tired, but I'm happy. And when I'm unhappy, this is the secret, hey, my dear friends. When I'm unhappy, and there are moments when am I unhappy sometimes? I don't even know, but sometimes, I don't know. Yes, when, for example, I meet people, they are so aggressive with God. They are really, man, you're really bad people sometimes. And they hurt me sometimes, then I'm not very happy. And then in this unhappiness, I'm happy again. So when I make the sign of the cross and I'm unhappy, then I think, look at what they did with Christ. Unjust with Christ, unjust. And when happened to me something like that, then I think, look at the sign of the cross. I will accept it, yes. Even if I want to cry, but I will accept it. Injustice. And that is real orthodoxy, you see.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this conversation.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I love you, I love everybody, and I love myself. But it's not self-love, that's different. Of course, God wants that we love ourselves, of course. Love the others like yourself. It's not self-love, that is the point. And this love we can only love with the cross, when we accept the cross. Make it because, you know, that He was crucified for us, for our weakness. Thank you.
With that feeling,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Okay.
And we are cut. How do you feel?
Tired.
Tired.
Yes, exhausted.
I'm sorry about
yeah,
that.
it takes energy. You see, I give myself to tears even, but I cannot. It must be true, and I am.